All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of The Rundown. This is entertainment news by fans for fans. I'm your host, Chris Fagan, and today we're going to go over a couple topics of the week. Then we are going to have a special guest returning back to the channel to discuss a little Obi-Wan Kenobi. We're going to go once again to a complete breakdown, a deep dive into it. So let's start off real fast. We're just double checking the stream to make sure that it's all working. So far so good. Things looks like it's happening properly. Is it streaming live? Let me let you guys know who I'm talking to. Joining me once again is my lovely wife, Joy. Let's see. I knew I was gonna miss something. Let me try that again. New graphics, new stuff happening. Let me try that again. Joining me. Where's your camera at? Let me turn this camera off. Joining me is, I don't know your camera. It's just gonna have to look loopy for a second until, bam, there we go, got it. Joy Fagan. Hey babe, sorry about that. I was doing some camera tests and stuff like that, and I forgot to set it back. So I guarantee you that is going to be the only hiccup that we have tonight. We got a good show for you guys tonight, and a great guest coming back to the channel, guys. Don't forget, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, I'm watching you in the comments section, and just send anything you have on the topic. We're going to be talking a little bit about John Wick. We're going to talk about Ezra Miller unfortunately once again, and some Batgirl news or speculations. So without further ado, let's get into the first topic of the week. So this was news that popped up right away a couple of minutes ago. Just at the runtime, I didn't look up. I don't know if you have time. Could you check out if the actual runtime was made available? But John Wick 4, the news was that John Wick 4 is going to be the longest out of all the other John Wicks. Now, which was kind of a surprise to me, because I think John Wick 3 was long, but John Wick 4, they say it's going to be the longest out of the whole series, at maybe 3+ hours. That's what I'm speculating. We're looking at up right now, but I think that tells me that it's going to be, if it's anything like 3, it's going to be like wall to wall, just craziness. So, just 4 hours of eye violence. What do you think, babe? What do you think about the fact that John Wick is going to be nothing but 6 hours? No bathroom break. What do you think?
How long was it? I see it says here, he notes that it would be slightly longer than John Wick Chapter 3.
Just slightly?
Which was 131 minutes.
What's 131 minutes? What's that? That's an hour and a little over 2 hours. So
maybe 2.5.
So okay. I thought we were talking about maybe a possibility of a 3-hour John Wick, but okay, that's not that bad. What do you think, babe? Do you think you can sit the whole time watching a bunch of guys getting kicked in the balls and pencils up the culo?
I mean, as long as it's
done tastefully. No,
as long as it keeps your attention.
What did you think about the last? We saw all of them, and I don't know if you. How did you feel about the last one? Did it make you cringe a little too much?
No, I liked it. I'm ready.
She says as I readjust the camera. I'm stalling for. I'm readjusting the camera right now. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited about it. But I was surprised that they were going to go longer. So I was thinking maybe it was going to be 3 hours. But they're saying that it's going to be slightly
between 2.5 and 3 hours. As in what another one says.
It's going to be 3 hours. It's going to be 3 hours. I hope Halle Berry comes back. But I know she's not. I like the cast that they got. I'm looking forward to it. So it sounds like a win to me. I've never had a bad time with any of the John Wick movies.
No,
so John Wick is always good to go. So 3 hours, 4 hours, I don't give a damn. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to sit there with my popcorn, even though I don't like popcorn all that much at the movies. I don't like movie popcorn. I just don't. But I'll knock it out. Guys, what would you think? How long is too long? That's the question. How long is too long for a John Wick movie? Let me know in the comment section and put in the box. I don't know if you want to talk about it later. Maybe we'll talk about it. But how long is too long for John Wick? And are they in the pocket for 2 hours? Is that good enough? let me know in the box below, and then maybe we'll talk about it some other time. But moving on. I just added this like a few minutes ago because it popped up right on the phone as I was getting everything ready. This is another reason why I was probably late. Sorry, guys. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Warner Brothers has made an announcement that Batgirl will not be. This is not the end for Leslie Grace. The news is that she will be presented as Batgirl someday. What do you think about this news about Leslie Grace? Yeah. But all the drama.
Well, she didn't do anything, so I think that's deserving. I know I read somewhere they definitely think it could be in with Black Canary.
That would fit. Now that's I didn't even think about that to speculate where she would be. I was thinking maybe somewhere I was thinking about maybe the Flash reshoots, because I heard they were doing reshoots. Maybe somewhere at the end of there, but that makes way more sense because Juicy's brother, Journey, forever now is going to be known as Juicy's sister. I'm sorry, but which is not fair for her because she is. I'm sorry, 10 times more talented. He's a talented man, but I love her, especially as Black Canary. The whole thing about with Jussie Smollett and everything, I'm not going to get into. Ooh, that's not ready yet. I'm not going to get into any of that. But that makes more sense. Damn it, there ain't nothing else to say. What else is there? Black Canary. That's the only thing that makes damn sense. That's why we got you on the show. Besides that, for other reasons why I keep you. But yeah, what do you got? Well, if you guys have any, I can't top that theory. That's it. Black Canary makes the most sense. That's the only thing. That's the only thing I want. I would love to see. I still want to see the movie, even if it's a bootleg, copy of it. Somebody, put that thumb drive up somebody's butt and sneak it out of Warner Brothers. I want to see it. I don't want to smell it though, but. I would love to. Yeah, you're right. I would love to see her on the Canary. That makes sense. They could probably be like a frenemies kind of a thing. What do you think? If you were putting that movie together, what do you think, as antagonists or as allies? What would you go for?
Are they gonna try to do it like the whole Batman Catwoman thing, where it's like we can be friends, but sometimes we're not friends, but we're.
Only if there's lesbian scenes. That's the only thing. If they're gonna do that for me, then yeah, I'm all for it. Well, yeah, if you like it, I love it.
And then I saw another website. I didn't read through it all the way, but that she hasn't even said yes. That website indicated that she might be a little bit upset still about her movie getting canned, and was like, yeah, no, thank you.
Unless she signed a multi-picture deal, then she wouldn't have a really much of a choice. I'll put this up right now, but I'll fix it right now. If she signed a multi-picture deal, which I wouldn't. It's nowadays with everything that's been going on with Marvel, everything that's been going on with if they're trying to keep up with Marvel, then they're definitely signing them to a multi-picture deal would be the only thing that would make sense. And so if she signed a multi-picture deal, it wouldn't be up to her. Unless she wants to get sued. I guess that all depends on that. But I would love to see her. I hope. Everybody.
I think that could be like determine other things for her, like make them see the mistake they possibly made by getting her on the screen, getting people's reactions to it to be like, okay, yeah, we still need to go forward with doing something to get this happening because people loved it, or
or that could be looked at as the the thing that they did correctly. Let's say that this movie, that Batgirl, was a complete disaster, as all the test footage said that as it was. That means by not putting it out would have saved her, because a couple of bad movies, and then we were just talking about Napoleon Dynamite a minute ago. You had a one hit, but then your next one kind of bombed, and then what comes after for this actor? I mean, you don't want to follow an Oscar caliber movie. What was it, West Side Story, with a possible Catwoman kind of a situation with a Catwoman movie that hurt Halle Berry's career. So not releasing it could have been the best thing for her career if the movie is that bad. I still want to see it. It can't be that bad, because Brandon Fraser, you got Michael Keaton. I mean, come on. I would have been excited about that nonetheless. But if it's that bad, then holding it back would have probably been the best thing for her career. That's all. That's the only thing I'm going to look at. Guys, let us know what you guys think. What do you think about the fact that Warner Brothers is looking to still be in the Leslie Grace business? Batgirl, is coming sooner or later. So let us know in the box below, and maybe we'll talk about it on an upcoming We Got Your Mail. Let's move on to the last main topic before we bring in the Sith Lord. I can already feel the Force. I can already tell. I know I upset her earlier because I said the wrong name, and it's a whole thing. Trust me. And I might have insulted Predator. It's a whole thing with Sith Lord Britt. Trust me. You don't want to get on her bad side. She's a Sith Lord. But let us know what you guys think about all that, and we'll talk about it. But the last topic, before we end this off, let me get to it. So, Ezra Miller. Back in the news again with another one of his greatest hits. But not really for what you guys think. So, Warner Brothers Discovery has released a statement that there was like 3 options that they were mulling over for Ezra Miller. We're going to go through this real fast. So we'll go to the full screen, and let's go with this. So sorry, Leslie. Let's move on to this hot mess. So according to Warner Brothers, there was 3 options currently on the table for Ezra Miller. Let's run them down. Number 1. The first involves releasing the film with limited press. Apparently, Warner's only stipulation in this case is that Miller seeks professional help after returning to their family home. Eventually, Miller would have to give an interview explaining their behavior. Miller would then do a limited amount of press following the film's release. Let me let you guys know why. I'm okay with people. I'm okay with second chances, but we're talking about what, the 11th chance? And I got into a heated debate on another channel about this because I was saying the scenario I kind of laid out kind of came off the wrong way. It's about Chris Brown. I won't get into it, but what I was really talking about is how the press was covering it. Like, I use Hurricane Katrina as the example. Like in certain when the victims when their homes were destroyed, people were getting supplies out of convenience stores. The news would cover certain people of color saying that they were stealing supplies, and then other people white people were finding supplies. Same store, same situation, same thing that they were both doing. One group was considered stealing, the other group was considered finding for survival and stuff. I feel like the same thing is happening with Ezra Miller. No matter what goes upon in the news, the end from the most of the outlets that I hear the coverage on, the most of the outlets are saying the same thing. I hope they seek help. I hope they seek help. I want them to get better. I want them to do better. But a lot of other actors have done way less, and their careers are destroyed. White, black does not matter. I mean, it doesn't matter with color and all. I mean, just destroyed careers from doing way less. But for some reason, everybody keeps ending it the same way. I hope they do get help. I don't want them to be like this. I want success. I want these movies. I just don't feel like the coverage is fair. So that's just my little rant. So that's why I don't like option 1. Moving on. So option number 2, the film is still released Even if Miller doesn't seek help, they would not participate in the marketing or press for the film. That's an unusual move for a film star, but even the circumstances, it would make sense. Following the film's release, Miller would not play the Flash in any future project. All right, what do you? Well, I'm sorry, I forgot to ask you. What do you think about option one? What do you think about option two?
I mean, unless he just makes some huge turnaround, I think two's the likely scenario. Just he continues to just keep
doing it over and over again,
Yeah.
and it seems to be evolving and progressing. They don't know.
So I just feel like that's the most logical is just to say, look,
No longer.
we got to put it out because we spent a lot of money, but that's
yeah.
it for you.
And that's a good point. And by the way, the comparison to the Flash and the Batgirl situation is not. I mean, the difference is about $150 million. I mean, their Warner Brothers is going to try to, on a tax level, try to recuperate that money by calling it a loss. They're probably not going to even get that much money back, but they're probably going to get a lot of it. There's no way they would have gotten, by doing the same thing with the Flash, 200, 300 million plus. No way. You're not gonna. Uncle Sam ain't gonna give you that much money. Oh, sure. No, it will be a total wreckage of a loss, and so they're not. Warner Brothers is not gonna do that. They have to release that film. But if they chop that would be a huge hit to their bottom line if they chop that one off to a loss. Third option, I think number two is the most likely scenario. Because no matter what, I feel even if Ezra Miller does seek, I don't think Warner Brothers is gonna let him be the Flash. Let them be the Flash no matter what. That's just my 2 cents. Last option on the table: scrap the movie completely. Miller plays multiple characters and is in almost every scene, making it practically impossible to save even through recasting or reshoots. This is apparently very much a worst case scenario reserved for if Miller's situation continues to deteriorate. It would be a shocking blow if this scenario occurs, considering that the film cost over $200+ million. If they scrap this, the only thing that would cause Warner Brothers Discovery to scrap it completely, if I'm not going to put it out into the universe. I'm just going to say if the worst happens. So, but I'm not going to say it. But a lot of people are thinking it. We just hope it doesn't get that far. Then yeah, I think Warner would scrap this movie, and it sucks. What are you about to say?
Nothing. I just think that I hope they realize the predicament that they're in, and really, I mean, because it just seems to be getting worse.
Yeah. So let's just hope that we stay in the pocket of option one and option two. So guys, let us know what you guys think about all these topics that we talked about. We're gonna move on to the interview or the Kenobi, the main topic of the week with our special guest. I'm gonna have to relink it up. So Britt, if you're watching, it said a 10-minute. Well, we have to relink. We'll get it all straight now. So guys, give me about 2 minutes. We're gonna reset. I'm gonna take a little break, and we're gonna get our guest in, and we're gonna go back into the show with our breakdown of Obi-Wan Kenobi. So stand by, guys. All right, sorry about that, guys. I started the countdown over by accident. You guys were like, "Oh no, I'm not waiting another 2 minutes." So I think we already lost one person. One person was all like, "Oh, I'm out of here." That might have been Brittany because I think you were monitoring the stream. And said one person was like, "Another 2 minutes."
Yeah.
But guys, like I said, I promise the Sith Lord herself, Sith Lord Britt, is back on the channel, and I hope this time that they can hear you. I'm not having the same problem I had last time. Britt, how are you doing?
I'm well. How are you guys doing today?
I'm good. Me and Joy are great. Joy she's no longer in the studio. It's just us.
Bye, Joy.
Yeah, she didn't watch Obi-Wan, so we're not.
Oh man.
So,
okay.
Yeah. So it's just gonna be us. We're gonna break down Obi-Wan. I wanted to do this for the longest time, and Britt was like, "Look, I'm not ready yet. I have to absorb it.
Yeah.
I have to get all of my criticisms out of the way. But buckle up, guys. This is gonna be it's gonna be something." So, right off the bat, what did you think about the series Obi-Wan Kenobi as a whole?
Yeah, I would say as a whole, I loved it. I'm happy with it. The criticisms for me personally are small. They're like, if I'm trying to find something nitpicky, then I can always find something.
Come on,
but
dig deep. You can find it.
Overall, I honestly there's like 2 or 3 things, right? We have to see them together. We're gonna have to see Obi-Wan and Vader together. Anakin, I guess he's Vader at this point, and then I wanted a hello there that didn't feel forced, and I got both. I'm done. I'm good. I'm happy. Okay. I thought it was beautiful. I listened to other people's criticisms of it, and I didn't feel like there was anything really substantial there to complain about. I felt like every episode, they did feel a little small, but I'm okay with that. I'm fine, processing 1 episode a week.
You don't like binging it? You don't like watching it weekly, you like binging?
I'm okay with waiting. I know people are like, what's wrong with you that I don't want to sit there and binge the entire series, but I do. I like just getting little bites of storyline and processing it and waiting, and I'm okay with that.
That's the old school tactics. That's what works for like network TV. Right. It builds the anticipation, that water cooler conversation. They're like, Britt, did you see the episode? You're like, you're damn right I did. So
little dopamine hits, not just one big rush, and
I
then
like that.
Now what do I watch? Like,
right.
I have something to look forward to, every week on Friday. I think this was on Fridays. And Mando was on Wednesdays. I don't know how I know that. But, it gave you something to look forward to on that day of the week, and I love that.
Sorry about that. I had the comment section right in the middle. Uh-oh. See? I'm already messing up with the... don't move. I'll fix it. There we go. Let me
it's all right.
Move you over there. Good. That's the magic of live streaming. There we go.
I'll make it easier on you.
Boom. There we go. I know what I'm doing.
There's cool cats in your chat. These are good people over here.
Let's greet. Hey, what's going on, Aaron F? He said, good timing. I'm assuming you're talking about me. Hey, that's right. Let's see. Pez Liz, Britt, you misspelled Chris.
Gotta come back with that, Chris.
Chris. I only get that when people are complaining. Chris. Shut the hell up. That's what they usually say to me, because it's the punchable face. I get it all the time.
Oh, jeez.
And let's see. Pez Liz. Hey, Aaron. So, okay. Hey, guys.
You watched it. Oh, so sorry.
No, go ahead. What were you going to say?
You watched this by yourself then. Joy was a no-go on the Star Wars.
I think she watched like the first 2 episodes, and some of the shows lately with like Marvel and things like that. She's like, when she gets to a point where it's like, you know what, I don't feel like this one's going to be for me. I mean, because we all know kind of how it ends. I mean, but so she was like, she tapped out, and I think she saw like the first, maybe the second episode with me, but then she's like, nah. But I did watch the whole thing. Overall, I thought it was good. I felt like, I want to see that edited version of it. I still haven't found it, and I want to see what that's all about. The things that I kind of the fan edit, the things that they kind of criticize. I think that person like cut those things out and it flowed like a perfect movie is what I heard. So I'm curious on what that looks like. If anybody knows where I can find that, please don't send it to me in the DMs. By the way, so let's break down what let's go by character. So let me see if I can pull this up right here. No, that's the wrong one. There we go. So, all right, Obi-Wan Kenobi. So we already talked about overall what you thought about it. What did you think about Vader? Hayden Christensen coming back. What were your thoughts about? Do you think we got too much? We got not enough? Where are you at on this one?
I mean, can you ever get enough Vader, Anakin? Come on.
It depends on what side of it depends.
He's the star of the show for me.
Depends on if you're working for him or if he's hunting you.
I was thrilled to have Hayden come back. Yeah, it was a prequel. I was weird on the edge of like being a prequels and OG trilogy kid. So both are good for me. And I was excited to see Hayden Christensen. I know a lot of people were like, oh, this is his redemption. And the rest of us are just like, what are you talking about? Like, we liked him in the beginning. So getting more of him was just really exciting. And apparently he like personally was excited to come back as well. I loved him. I loved the final scene of them together. Like, yeah, it was really moving getting them face to face and having him, given that explanation of like, I don't see you as bringing me down. It's like I separated into two people and I brought him down, like taking personal responsibility for his falling. So yeah, loved Hayden Christensen. I'm happy with it. Obviously I want more, but I thought it was appropriate for the storyline.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Hey Craig, I see you in the chat room. How you doing, brother? How you doing? He says, sup Chris and Sith Lord Britt, for a friend of the channel, Craig the tech guy. So, if you ever need your laptop fixed, Craig's the guy. No, I'm just not. Awesome. I don't even know if that's true. But I loved everything with the Vader scenes. The one criticism that I had, I think everybody felt this way when that scene. And spoilers if you haven't. It's been enough time, guys. Come on, you've
I think it's been enough time.
It's been enough time.
That's ridiculous.
If you haven't seen it, that second fight when he had Obi-Wan Kenobi, we were standing on the rocks above. I was still say the line. Who has the damn high ground now?
Oh yeah.
Like say it. It would have been the cheesiest thing for them to say. It would have.
Maybe that's in the fan edit. Yeah, maybe that's in the fan edit. They dumped that right in there.
The thing that I heard that was in the fan edit was at the end of that fight when he had Vader beat. And from the regular version, he just decided not to kill him and just walked away. But I heard that in the fan edit, when maybe he had the lightsaber raised to finally kill Anakin, and he hears Qui-Gon's voice in his ear, he is the chosen one. Teach the boy and then that's what stops him from killing him when he walks because the Force was willing it. We're not through with Vader yet, and I was like, that would have been perfect. Why couldn't? I wish this kid.
Like I literally have goosebumps.
Right.
Oh,
doesn't that feel? That's
soul crushing.
That's exactly probably what went through his mind. Maybe because Qui-Gon said at the end, I was with you the whole time, dude. You just couldn't see me. Don't blame me. Blame what's wrong with you, right? So I thought that would have been awesome if we could have heard his voice in there. Like, no, he is the chosen one. But
yeah. Okay. Instead of getting like that softer moment at the end of him, what is the poem called? Footsteps. What is it called? I can't even remember.
Oh, you have taken your first steps.
It is the religious poem where it's like I saw two sets of footprints in the sand, or I saw one set of footprints in the sand. It felt like that for some reason. I was kind of
he is the equivalent of Jesus. He is Star Wars.
He kind of turns around and he's just like, I've been with you the whole time. Like, wait a second, I turned around. There's only one set. It was I who carried you. Like, wait a second, calm down. No, I got those vibes there at the end. But oh man, that would have been so much more powerful because in that moment, like everything. We already know the story, like you said. Right. We already have that story in our heads.
We knew he wasn't going to kill him, right? And we knew that.
So it's like what had stopped him. If we heard it and we felt it for ourselves, I feel like that would have rocked my world.
After everything that's went down,
you're right.
like dude, After everything that's went down, all the genocide that the younglings, the fact that this is how you keep Luke and Leia safe. You must destroy Vader. But if the reason why he stopped and hesitated is because he heard Qui-Gon's voice, and and we know that Obi-Wan he does obey the Force. He's really good about that. So that to me was the thing that would have made sense for his hesitation, because the whole time I'm like, do it. I feel like Palpatine.
Like, why is he not doing it?
Kill him!
Because he couldn't bring himself to do it. I just assumed he just still has that love for him. Yeah. Right? I mean, how could you? This is someone who you essentially raised and loved very much. And someone that you loved. People
say that they see them as brothers. I looked at them more like father and son, almost, to me. I mean, like you said, he raised them. Like, Anakin was very young.
I was going to say, he kind of was more like an older brother, because...
I know he wasn't that much older to him, but...
He wasn't keen on him. Yeah. He wasn't keen on him taking Anakin in, and then when Qui-Gon was like, hey, it kind of was like introducing, a brother into the family, right. But they loved each other very much, and that was very, like, obvious... through their acting. They didn't necessarily have to say that, but I feel like if we actually heard the voice, come
he
over,
is the chosen one.
Exactly, saying that to him, that would have had a lot more impact. But we kind of know from knowing the story that that's what he was feeling and why he couldn't bring himself to do that.
Right.
I didn't even question why he walked away, but now that you're saying that, it's kind of like, it could have made it a little bit more clear. Hindsight's 20/20. I still thought it was great. I love that whole scene. I could play it over and over again.
Yeah, it was good. I know that I loved it. It's that moment when he finally tapped back into his full power into the Force and lifting the rocks. He was like, okay, you handed me my ass the first time we fought Vader, but I am General Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he reminded him of that he dug deep and he handled him. So that was awesome. So that was, but everything with Vader was good. Like between, especially the dialogue between Vader and Reva. Especially at the end, did you not think I saw it? I thought that the whole thing with almost every scene with Vader was awesome. I was curious on why they decided to almost do a carbon copy of what happened in Rebels in Obi-Wan with the mask getting cut off. I'm like, dude, Obi-Wan and Ahsoka both handed you your ass there, Vader, and ripped your mask off and merely killed you like that. And I can only imagine that the reason why they did it was because maybe somebody wanted to just see that scene in live action or something like that. I almost felt like the people who were making the show were obviously the makers of the show are fans too. They were probably like that fight between Ahsoka and Vader in Rebels. I would have loved to have seen that in live action. So I felt like that was them trying to kind of do that. That's just me, because it was almost the exact same scenario. Look at half the mask being split open, him hearing James Earl Jones and Hayden Christensen's voice at the same time. I just felt like it was like they were trying to do it like a nod to Rebels. I don't know if you felt the same way.
I heard a lot of people calling it fan service, and I'm like, like two of the greatest parts of Star Wars.
No, but when I say fan service, I mean the creators who were making the show, those fans, because they're fans too. I feel like they were like geeking out, like, come on, let's do it for maybe the fans won't like it, but let's do it for ourselves. I felt like they were having a good time.
No other way. I mean, like, Vader is so much his helmet, right? It is the most iconic helmet character in Star Wars. Mm-hmm. So to not show, like, how else do you have a physical representation of Anakin besides showing his face? Like, they kind of had to do the whole split scene, both voices, both faces, with half of the mask and half of his face. Like, it makes sense to me. Sense. I wasn't mad about it.
Let's see in the comment section. What's up, Chris and Sith Lord? We already read that. Hugo Orozco Obi said they were like brothers. Yeah, you're my brother, Anakin. Mm-hmm. I have failed you. That "I have failed you" line still chokes me up. That chokes me up. Aaron F. Geared. I think it is because Obi-Wan refers to him as my brother. Yeah.
Oh, they're more brothers. He said that too. You're not wrong.
You guys are all on the same sheet of music. Okay, it's not a father-son relationship. Is brothers. Okay, all right. Okay, the chat room has declared it.
They have spoken.
Moving on to the next character, Reva. What did you? So the whole thing about, I think we talked about this the last time we collabed, like all the hate that she got in the beginning. I felt like towards the end, that all died down when her true mission was revealed, or when that next episode hit after all the hate that she got. I don't know why it died down as fast as it started. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, Disney pushed back finally.
For the character or for the actress?
For the actress. Disney pushed back for the actress. They finally did something. I mean, they did more for Reva than they did what they should have did long ago. Like what happened in
what they should have done for Rose, what they should have done for Rey, what they should
yep. For every damn body. Yes.
Yeah.
The bare minimum. Please don't talk about our actors like this. Like something, say fucking
right.
something.
Yeah.
You can curse, by the way. I don't know if you thought. But
hell yeah. All right. Good.
I used to try
to cocktail this time, so I'm making sure I behave.
No Sith juice today. Okay.
Yeah, not today.
But
yeah, I think I'll say just like one more hit on the last scene. I think it's interesting how these characters, for whatever reason, everyone wants to take personal responsibility for things, which is interesting because as humans, it's very much we're trying to pass the buck to someone else and be like, that's on you. This isn't my problem. This wasn't my responsibility. You're not my responsibility. And it's kind of odd that all these characters in Star Wars are trying to be like, Obi-Wan's saying, this was my fault, this is on me, this is my responsibility, and Anakin's trying to be like, no, I am my own person, I chose my path, let me have this responsibility. And I think it's interesting, they're all going back and forth trying to take that. I don't know if it's a power struggle. I don't know what that is, but
I thought it was very interesting because obviously Obi's guilt was like, I can't believe I did this to you, and then Vader kind of let him off the hook. It's like, oh no, you didn't kill Anakin, I killed Anakin.
Right?
Maybe it was because
Obi-Wan's trying to say that I feel bad about this because this was my responsibility,
right?
And then it's like Anakin's trying to take that from him as if it's like a pride thing.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I was just about to say that.
Is a positive. He's trying to wear
this.
He's
like,
no, this was all me.
No, getting my limbs cut off and getting set on fire is the greatest day of my life, dude. Let's party. Dude,
I totally awesome. Chose that, bro. We're good.
My new master telling me that I killed my wife. That was awesome.
Right?
It was
great,
crazy. But
I just trying to think of where else I've ever seen that, and I never see that, and I think it's odd because the emotional struggles. It's just so interesting between them. But yeah, the whole Reva thing. Did you see how immediately my body was just like, I didn't know we were going to talk about this. Yeah, no, I saw the hate. And man, dude, it's just, she wasn't ready. She wasn't ready for this. Being a female, right? Identifying as female and being in the nerd space.
Right.
We've never been 100% welcome. No. And we're still not. We're obviously still not.
Yeah, it's not that long ago, guys, that females had become 50% of the fan base in comic books, video games, all of that stuff. It didn't happen that long. Of course, for a long time, it was one-sided, but it wasn't that long. It was a while ago that women. I mean, what the hell is going on?
We've always been here. We just haven't been acknowledged.
Exactly. And people, guys were begging, I wish girls were more into what I'm into. And now it's happening. And then this is how you treat them. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Do you know what kills me? Hopping on TikTok, though, all the time, you get all these bros who are just like, yo, no one likes a goofy nerd who makes her laugh. No girl's out there looking for some guy to watch Star Wars with her. And they're half of us are like, you don't speak for us. Shut up. What are you talking about? We're not looking for that. You don't tell me my mind. That's exactly what I'm looking for, sir.
Exactly.
Like, who are you? I don't know. On TikTok, it seems to be a popular thing. All these bros with, like, you know, their super spiked up hair and their pop collars trying to tell us what we want. We're just like, absolutely, like, shut your butt, go away.
Shut your butt.
This is who we want. You literally described my ideal man.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know what he thinks he's talking about, but that's been frustrating. Being a woman, being a nerd, just like we've never, like I said, never been 100% welcome. And I can't speak to being Black in America, but I still know that absolutely I did not see her being 100% welcome within the Star Wars space, which again, I have to shut my mouth because I can't speak to it. But as a female, at least, I could identify with her on that. And it made me angry for her. And I remember seeing her response. I don't want to say she was chill about it because she wasn't chill, but she just had this, like, I don't even know, this just like reserved, it was just like a burning ember in her. Like, you saw it, it was eating away at her, but I saw her response. I think it was on Instagram, she posted it, just saying, like, this is it. Like, yeah, this is my life. This is what I've had to deal with. I'm just over here trying to make art. I'm trying to be a good actress. I'm trying to express myself. And people will just hate you for you and pay no mind to the hard work that I did. They paid no mind to my character and how she was written or how I portrayed her. And she's right. And it hurt. It hurt a lot. Yeah. So for those who loved the character and didn't mention it, I loved that. For those who celebrated that it was a woman of color and was proud of that, it shone bright in a really dark place. Yeah. I was so disappointed in people who left those hate comments because it was like, you're taking away, why would you take away anyone's joy from this space?
Yeah.
And it speaks very much to where we are in society as a whole, but specifically in the fan base of Star Wars. It's like, damn, we still have a long way to go. And it definitely took away from the joy of the story and the joy of the series ever so slightly. But, you know, if we don't talk about it, you know, we can't do better. But it broke my heart. I think Moses is so freaking awesome. I thought she did amazing. It made absolute sense to me in the beginning why she was so passionate, because she's got to work twice as hard as anyone else being a woman as an Inquisitor. And then she had this really sad story of this trauma that's like fueling her entire her story, her whole storyline. And then once you see it and that's exposed, you're like, oh man, yeah, that is a really big story, and it justified her being so passionate in the beginning.
Yeah.
So it kind of made me angry, the people who just hopped on the train of like, oh yeah, she's just a mad woman, blah 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 blah. It was like, once you saw her whole story, they were like, oh, okay, And it made me say, why didn't you in the beginning? Until you heard her whole story. Could you just like from the start?
Exactly.
Okay,
like, let it all play out, and then because I felt like once those episodes towards the end started happening, once you found out her true motivation, I'll admit I wasn't looking for it, but I feel like all that I know the comments didn't go away, but I felt like it really started to die down once they realized what the character's real motivations were. At least, maybe, I don't know what percentage, but and maybe I'm completely wrong, because like I said, I wasn't looking for them, because I was trying to block them out, those idiots.
Yeah.
But
I kind of felt like I was too, like actively avoiding.
Yeah.
Those, you know what I mean? I'm not looking for trouble when I go to enjoy stories like this.
Sith Lord not looking for trouble.
I know.
Interesting.
Look, I got so many planets to overthrow. I have so much power. I have to usurp. Like, I'm going, like, you know, I got to reserve my energy. So I'm not looking for TikTok trolls.
Right.
But, you know, I will just simply, block these people who have things like that to say, you have nothing to give if that's what you're doing with your time, right?
Right.
And I say this argument all the time. You have only so much life to live. And if you are actually spending real time of your life going on the internet to try to tear people down because you think that you are anonymous, like, you have another thing. People think they're so bold and they want to tear people down and hate people in this way that it's like, wow, how embarrassing it's going to be. History will not be kind to you.
Exactly.
The most powerful thing you have is your time, and you're wasting your time
doing all that crap,
rolling on the internet.
Yeah.
I have 20 things I should be doing right now, and it's like I can't imagine actually spending my time trying to seek people out and ruin their day and cut them down and tear them down and for something that's entertainment.
Right.
Like, entertainment has a lot of value, don't get me wrong. It has a lot of value to us as people. But to single out actors and actresses for
doing their job. For doing their job.
Just doing their damn job.
Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine how miserable or how lonely or how much like self-hatred there is brewing inside of you to be like, this is what I have to do to feel good.
Yeah.
And it's disappointing, but it didn't take away any of my love or enjoyment of the character for Reva or for Prince for Leia.
Exactly. The only criticism
how cool I thought they were.
Exact. And the only criticism that I had about the Reva character, that I ever had about the Reva character was that weird like backflip that she did when she was chasing. That was it. I was like, that was weird.
The one Matrix move.
Yeah, that Matrix move. I was like, that was weird. But it didn't make me go, girls shouldn't or black girls shouldn't be in the song. Like what? Right, like how do you go from and it's funny. It was probably that damn backflip thing that triggered a bunch of people. And then they go to the stupidest ass extremes. I'm gonna say something racist because I didn't like a millisecond of a scene. A backflip. Like, get the out of here. Oh man.
She is so beautiful too. Yeah. Like the first images we got of her, I flipped out. I was just like, whoever she is, I love her already. Like,
don't be trying to shoot your shot over here on my channel.
Stop it. Hey girl, what's up?
I'm trying to take this time to try to shoot your shot. See what you're trying to do.
Look, man, I'm trying real hard. Okay. No, she just had this like really regal presence. It's like I even like broke it down to her hair. Right, she had her hair braided back into like the mohawk style, which I don't know if you guys see, but like I think that's a really good style. She's got style over here, but you know, she chose a good like. What was I saying? I was like, that's.
I don't know. You started talking about Reva.
Like have your hair like up and out of your out. It's like a practical thing. I don't like hair. Like if I'm working out or doing anything and my hair comes in my face, I'm like, that's it. And I'll throw on a hat and a scrunchie to get it out of my face. It's like so non-functional for me. So it's like she has this like really smart, you know, kind of like when women do like a high tight bun. Yeah. I've always loved that when women do this. Like I still want to, you know, give off a certain, you know, presentation, but also I have to be practical. That I can't be like going around here force choking people and have like hair going everywhere. So she had this like real smart, like classy, like everything's pulled back, but then also down her back. But then like physically she had this really big presence about her and her face showed that she was unapologetic for her power. And I was immediately just like, she's cool. Like whatever the story is, I just loved her for like how they presented her with that first photo.
I wonder who in the Empire is like running that salon. Like, especially got the no black girl hair. Could you imagine how nervous that woman is? Or would Reva? I wonder if like black girls in Star Wars universe are like cool with their black hairdressers. Like, yeah, girl, I'm about to overthrow Vader. You know, like
horse braiding.
Oh, you
maybe
think
she did it herself?
Maybe you think she did it herself?
I don't know. She just force braids it herself.
I imagine some imperial hair salon. Like I imagine some kind of salon that's going on. Something I would
love that behind the scenes.
I gotta figure that out. Let's see what in the comments section real quick. Obi-Wan said that they were like brothers. Imperial hair salon. I'm sure she's sitting right next to Palpatine and just like trying to play it cool and shit. That would be a funny thing. We're getting to the 10-minute mark here. Britt, let's say Aaron says, Britt, why you got to attack me like that? Rolling on the floor laughing. I can't remember what we were talking about. Ray Ora from the John Campea show is in the live stream. What's going on, bro? How you doing? My favorite channel he works on. Ray Ora says, she didn't deserve the hate. The community still has a lot of growing up to do. 100%.
I mean, the world has a lot of growing up to do. The world has to catch up. But specifically, this slice of the pie, yeah, absolutely is a fair representation of the rest of the world. There's definitely a lot of learning and, We must unlearn what we have learned,
guys.
And
treat
go people better.
Yeah. Guys, if you don't know who Rayor is, go. If you're not watching the John Campea show, you what the hell are you doing? Rayor is on that channel. He's one of the producers on there. So go support John Campea and Rayor. Aaron says that is it. No one cared that the writer was not that great for her character. They just cared that she is black.
Yeah.
Moses is gorgeous. Kevin 3D Creation says, "Woot." Aaron F continues, "Tatooine is a pretty divisive place. I bet she has a hairdresser there." a pretty diverse place. I'm sorry, I said diverse. A pretty diverse place. I bet she has a hairdresser. Could you imagine that? She goes to Tatooine. She has her favorite hairdresser. She just, girl, give me the upgrades. Because
I just wrecked your entire city, but
do me up real good. Trust me, I got a plan. I'm gonna overthrow Vader. Don't tell nobody.
So I have to look right. She's telling him how I need it out of my face, so I can still, Vader. I can throw the lightsaber around, but also
exactly. Let me move on to the. Now we only got, unless we want to restart the stream, we only got a few minutes left on it. So let's talk about what did you think about the Inquisitors?
The Inquisitors need to get their own. They need to get their own movie. There's a lot. Would you want a series or a movie? Yeah, I mean it's because we've always had Force users in Star Wars. Obviously, it's always been the Skywalker saga, and they are they're somewhere in the middle. Then we got Mando, non-Force user at all. Cool, loved it. Then we have Obi-Wan, more Force user. And they are this strange in-between of Force-sensitive people, but also technically employees of the Empire. So they're interesting characters too, and I think there's a lot to go off there.
I wonder what the Imperial dental plan is. I bet they got the best health insurance.
They do. You see their equipment? They have the best vehicles. They have the best weapons. You see those suits? I'm pretty sure their dental's on par.
That whole tension between that whole thing where when Reva killed the first Grand Inquisitor, I was like, wait a second, but isn't that the same? And the fact that he survived at the end, I was like, okay, yeah, that's him. I was like, wait a second, was that the same dude from Rebels? And obviously it was. And what was that line? He said something like the will to revenge or something something like how it sustains you to survive or something like that. I'm paraphrasing very badly, but this drink is kicking in. Let's see.
Nice.
What was the? But yeah, I enjoyed the Inquisitors. I wanted more of them. Just like the Knights of Ren, I wanted more of the Inquisitors.
They're very mysterious. Yeah, they're very mysterious characters. Like I said, no one's really gone too deep into them, and I feel like that would be very cool.
Race Aura says, "Gotta go." Hey, thanks for stopping by, Ray. I appreciate you. Tell John I said hi. John, I know John always. Me and John Campea have this whole thing where he pretends like he doesn't know who I am. That's totally John. That's so John.
That's so John.
That's so John.
I'm gonna use that.
But let's see. What was Princess Leia? What did your thoughts on the little girl? Come on, who doesn't love that little girl?
Here I go again. I thought she was great, and people who were like, "Oh, she's just a little brat." Okay, if she was a little boy,
said that?
Everyone would have been saying, "Oh, what a strong and powerful leader he's gonna be. He knows who he is. He's competent." But the fact it came out of a little girl's mouth made everyone go, "Oh, she's a brat," just by default. And it was like, no, which we know who she was as an adult. She was a very self-assured, empowered woman who was raised by people who encouraged her, who educated her, who let her see the world, who let her be herself and express herself. I loved that as a mother. When she was dressing herself and she turned around and she was like, "Oh, that's what you're wearing? Cool, let's go." I was just like, "Oh my God."
Yeah, she had her back. Yeah.
We're not trying to put it in their head like this is who you have to be, fit society's mold. That some people are finally relaxing and going, "Oh, this is you." Allowed a child to tell her who she was.
That was Mom, so Avatar. I want to be.
Yes, it was. It was such a beautiful moment. I broke down, of course. I was just like, that's beautiful. Because that is the approach that empowers little girls to become confident women is to not tell them who they're supposed to be, but allow them to express themselves.
Yeah.
If people don't like it, then you know what I mean? Like, that's a teachable moment.
Yeah.
And the fact that, Vivian was able to play this adorable little character, I think she's so cute. And she was able to stand up for herself. Again, if she was someone else, I feel like the commentary would be very different. But we know who Leia was as an adult. She was sassy, all right? She was not this calm, cool, collected little like, oh, let me just appease you. I'm so sorry. Let me just be cute and timid.
She was the kind of woman.
She was very much like, your little short to be a stormtrooper, huh? Like, she was it's the first time she's meeting this guy. She doesn't know who he is. She's just like, I'm going to speak my mind. This is me. I'm not sorry for it.
Yeah.
And of course that was her as a child. So seeing that in a child, I'm glad that they didn't tame her. I'm glad that they let that fire burn and let her be herself, because that was Princess Leia, right?
Aaron F says, F that Leia completely stole the show. If a boy had acted like that, he would have been called strong or a leader, 100%.
Oh, he's going to be a leader when he gets 100%
older. 100% agrees with Britt. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everybody knows who Leia is the type of woman that will kiss her own brother to make a Nerf herder jealous. I'm telling you, man.
We're glossing over that part. We're just forgetting that happened.
Never forget.
It's like the blue milk scene. Like, we're just cutting that one out of our memory and excusing ourselves.
Luke, come downstairs and get some blue milk.
It wasn't the blue milk part, okay? Like, again, as a mother, the whole milk thing didn't bother me. It was the eye contact afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, what are you guys trying to get?
This is my life now.
What are you trying to prove, right?
This is just like... Yeah, this is who you want to learn from?
Contact. So awkward. Yeah. Again, I'm forgetting that happened because...
Never forget. All right, well, one of the last topics, Talia. I wanted to talk about that character. I was so sad that she didn't make it. Obviously, it kind of made sense. I mean, traitors don't, or defectors don't really last long in the Star Wars universe. Some do, like Poe. But what did you think about her? And how much of her Game of Thrones character did you see?
Yeah, actually, I know it's so hard to separate sometimes. Yeah, I thought she was a baddie. I like that they didn't. I don't know. Sometimes it's like the second you know that they're. I feel like this is a very Hollywood thing to say, oh, this is who this character is, and then they're gone. That they kind of kept her around. What was it? The scene where like a guy was kind of onto her, and she like took him back into like behind a bookcase or whatever, and like knocked him out instead of her going down. I like how they kind of did a little switcheroo there and allowed her to continue on.
Exactly.
I thought she was super cool, and I'm glad that they didn't just like off her the second we found out who she was. I like that she was able to kind of pull through, not quite to the end, but like almost, like you almost made it.
Yeah,
I like that. It was a little bit different, and I like that. It wasn't a huge risk to take, right? But yeah, she's still another strong female character who I loved.
Well, guys, Zoom has got me down. I don't pay for Zoom, so it's like a 30-minute limit. But and I know we're right here at the end of the show. But if you don't mind, just give us an extra like 5 or 10 minutes, because I wanted to ask a little bit for a few more questions. If you don't mind, want to reset it again.
Yeah, do it.
Guys, I'm sorry. Bear with me, guys. We're gonna break the link real quick. And I'm not gonna do the commercial break thing again. I'll stick with you guys.
Is it the same link, or are you gonna?
Same link. Okay. Same link. So Brittany's gonna bow out for a second, and then we're gonna come right back.
Okay.
All right. So guys, sorry about that, guys. So what's going on is that I don't pay for Zoom, and when you don't pay for Zoom, it says you only got 30 minutes. So Brittany's bowing out for a second, and she's coming right back. She's gonna go right back, and there she is. She's coming right back. So we figured out a way to trick the Zoom. This Zoom free meeting has ended. I have to totally end it. Let me go back into it, guys. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 minute. Should I put the screen back on, or should you just look at my punchable face while I do this? Let's see. Let me know in the comments. It's like, Chris, we don't want to look at you while you do this. Here it is. All right, here she comes. Start. There we go. I was trying to time it to a 30-minute chat, but I was like, in the middle of it, I was like, yo, there's no way. There's no way. Let's see if we can get her back in. Hey, Brittany, are you there? There she is. All right. Okay. Let me go back here. Dual. It's gonna do a bunch of crazy stuff on my right, on the screen, on the left of the screen, and boom! Another 30 minutes. Refresh.
Gotta move you over to Discord, dude. Come on, we're gonna get you a Discord.
Oh.
Discord channel going.
I am an old man. I only know my AOL and, you know.
Got your ICQ number still memorized, Chris?
Like,
no, stop it.
Like
no,
what?
Discord. I have Discord.
But I am old. I don't know much about this technology.
You like hear my eyes roll into the back of my skull right
like,
now.
Like,
Stop it.
What is
you have to deal with this Zoom stuff.
What is a Facebook group? But you were telling me that I didn't know that Discord could do that. Could act like a Zoom and that. So yeah, I'll look into it and. That way, this is a whole embarrassment commercial. I would have put a commercial break. I have a commercial break actually on the works, and I haven't set it. I need to set it up because, you know, they actually pay for all this stuff. I actually need to. Damn, I suck. Like Kellogg's is like, dude, we're not sponsoring that show. He's never gonna play the damn commercial.
Having a rough week. No, yeah, it's okay. I never paid for Zoom either throughout this whole thing shebang. I guess you're not allowed to say the word here, right, on this platform.
What Zoom?
Throughout the last couple of years, I never paid for Zoom either. My kids had to use it for school and class, so it's just like everyone, even the teachers, were like, "Just let it cut off. It's fine. We were done anyway."
It's fine. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
A+. They don't need. But we were talking. Well, last thing we were talking about was Raver. But any final thoughts about Obi-Wan? What do you think about? Have they lit a season 2 yet, or are we still kind of in the air?
I don't believe that's the intention. No, I think that was wrapping up. Tying in like those lost years. I don't believe there is, but someone in chat might be able to do a quick Google.
What do you think about the whole?
So many series coming up. I don't believe that there's going to be one. If there is, it's not going to be anytime soon. Mandalorian,
baby. Yes. What do you think about the whole controversy about what Vader said in A New Hope? A presence that I haven't sensed or felt since, and he never finished the sentence, which to me means that it's open. It's open for interpretation. People with the last time like they don't care. They're like, no, the last time they met was in episode 3. I was like, no, he technically never finished the sentence, so it doesn't break canon. That's how I feel about it. What about you? Where do you land on that?
I mean, obviously they were keeping it safe. They left it wide open, which I appreciate that some story writers do, to leave some of those lines kind of like, I'll leave you guys guessing at the end here. When you roll into the credits, in some movies, how they'll like kind of hint at something that might happen later, but they don't necessarily have to. I think they were playing it safe at that line.
Do you think that there should be a Leia movie or more with the?
Yes.
Who would you want to see continue Leia's story? Would you want to see? What's her daughter's name? Carrie Fisher's daughter played.
Billy.
Would you rather her?
Billy.
Or would you rather this young lady who's playing?
Is she even interested?
That's a good question. People were like, she should play Leia. Millie Bobby Brown, maybe. People, the side-by-side shots with Millie Bobby Brown looked a little Carrie Fisher's. But she also looked like another actress that they've always compared Millie Bobby Brown to. They compare Millie Bobby Brown to everybody. I don't know. Like to these actresses from the 80s. She has an
Leia
80s actress vibe.
Lived in. I was going to say, honestly, like I'm not really great whenever people are when people have opinions on like which actor should play this or that, it's like I don't know until I see it if I'm going to like them in something, and I'm not great with the whole like this person looks like that person, this is your doppelganger. Like my brain just doesn't compute with that stuff. So I feel like with like makeup and special effects, anyone can play anyone these days, nearly, like within reason. But I would just hope more so that the writing would stay true to the character, and would keep her as powerful as she's always been, and tie in those years between her childhood and her adulthood, and just keep her consistent.
So you don't believe that? I was looking them up right now and things. So you don't believe Sebastian Stan should play Luke Skywalker?
Oh my God! Wow, that would take a little bit of whittling down, right? He was, And
you don't think he looks a little Luke-ish, a little Mark Hamill-ish? Billy Lord. Yeah, that's her name. That's right. That's her name. Billy Lord. Yeah.
Billy, right? Okay.
Yeah, Billy.
Yeah, I would say she might not even be interested. I don't know anything about their family dynamics behind the scene. I think it would be interesting, just for the sake of the whole nerd culture thing, to be able.
If there's anybody you're gonna make an offer to first, it better be Billy. Like you said,
there was something I saw that made me upset though, because it was really cute and I wanted it to be true. But this little picture of Carrie Fisher as a little girl with a little bird in her hand. Did you guys hear this?
I didn't hear about this.
A little picture, a little black and white of her as a child, and she's holding this little bird in her hand. And people were like, "Oh, that was her little pet bird named Lola."
Oh, so is that you're saying that's where Lola came from?
Oh, how cute! They pulled the inspiration. Yeah, no.
I thought I heard that Lola came.
Was like, this was not.
I heard
pet bird, and I was like, oh.
I heard Lola was a dog or something like that.
Yeah, see, like there was a whole bunch of. I was like, that would have been cute, but like, come on, a couple minutes on Google, and they were like, nah, this was just like some random picture. But I was like, that would have been really cute. So that would be nice to have that like tie-in that her real life daughter had played her. She'd definitely be true to Carrie Fisher. Clearly, she knew her better than anyone. There's very much a lot of Carrie in Leia and vice versa, right? She was so freaking funny. Like if you watch anything with Carrie Fisher, like again, like no apologies, she was never sorry for who she was. Right. So I think that's why I want to see Leia live on in the series, is because that's a way to have Carrie living on.
People thought Meryl Streep should play because they were friends, and I think it was something about her playing her in another movie or something like that. Yeah, they said that'd be
cool.
They said that Meryl.
I love Meryl Streep, but I don't think she's. Yeah,
I don't think she would be interested. I don't think she would be interested, but I wouldn't be mad at it.
Could you imagine though, like what kind of a person is so like top tier that they can look at Star Wars and be like, no, thank you, don't want.
I don't know. I guess it depends on. I mean, I'm like. Daniel Day-Lewis, I couldn't see playing in Star Wars. I wouldn't feel like he would come out of retirement for a Star Wars movie. For some
chance to be in the Star Wars universe. If they were like, "Yo, you can be a gonk droid," I'd be like, "Done." Like, absolutely, whatever you want me to be, I'll do whatever stupid little beep boop voice you want me to do, and I will let me be a Jawa. Don't care. I will do whatever job you want to be in the Star Wars series.
I mean, you
be crazy.
You've given yourself the name Sith Lord. I'm pretty sure it's a safe bet you take whatever offer they give you. Like we want you to
I like it. It's all right. Star Wars is okay.
Why do I have the lower third all messed up here? I've still got the what do I got here? What's going on? Why is the lower third all messed up? It's all I got the thing all jacked up. My bad. But
a lot of more representation in this series, which was cool. And I loved it. Like to me, like it wasn't as big and impactful, like culture-wise, as Mando was.
Right.
I feel like Mando was so much stronger, and also like there was more content, right? We had more seasons, more episodes. They were longer. Right. Like time-wise, screen time-wise, it was a lot more. But I think it was more. This is kind of like the comfort food of like a Star Wars series. This wasn't like, oh my goodness, this huge buffet of food we've never seen before. It was kind of like, the Campbell's chicken noodle soup that your mom added a little bit more chicken into, that you're like, this is good, this is comfortable, I know it, They kind of like not tied a few loose ends, but what other people call fan service. I'm not like, ooh, fan service, I'm too cool for that. It made me happy that, you know, we got a little hello there. It made me happy that we got half of Anakin's face. Because those are comfort things. That's what we know. So to like see it come back up again in this story, to me, it was just comfortable. It was soothing. It felt really good to see these characters, to hear them. It wasn't anything that was like earth shattering, but it was comfortable and it was good and it was soothing for the soul to have new Star Wars content. Again, like I said, the whole like controversies that came about from the community. Mm-hmm. We expected that though, right? Like, unfortunately, like that's the state of the union right now. Like it's just, that is the way the world is, and it's unfortunate to see that creep into your fandom, because we go to the fandom to escape that crap.
Yeah. What do they call themselves? The geeks and gamer guys, like what they call themselves, the real fans. Like, yeah, right.
Yeah. No, they're
like, I always say that if your channel, if your platform is 95% or 99% about everything that you hate every day, like that's all you're talking about. I hate this, I hate that. Like, you're not a real channel. I mean, it's interesting to me that obviously those types of channels are good at getting, they get a fan base, they get the clicks, they get the views. I've always joked about that myself. I could make this channel about how I could pretend to hate like Chris Hemsworth every day. I could make the man cry with just using my words. If you got a guarantee that I was going to get like $1 million tomorrow for doing it, but it would be fake. Like I don't even believe like half of these people believe what they're saying. Obviously, there are some real like assholes out there, but I feel like most of them are just doing it for the clicks. Like
for sure.
You know, it's such that low hanging fruit, man. I don't know what the hell's going on nowadays.
It is, but everyone just becomes this movie critic all of a sudden, and you know, my thing is when someone's continually negative, I just am like, my challenge is, and it's not sarcastic, like I genuinely mean this, when people just want to shadooby all over, you know, a certain series or a certain character, I'm like, okay, present to me what you think is best. Yeah. And it's like, if you can't come with a solution, then don't sit here and tear these things down. If you don't enjoy it, walk away. Go do something else. Go play in someone else's sandbox, because you are not welcome here. When people are like, oh, I'm a Star Wars fan, but like you said, 99% of your platform is tearing it down,
what you hate about it,
how stupid it is, and oh, this is nonsense, this isn't true Star Wars. If the only thing you liked was the original 3 trilogy, that's fine, but don't crap all over everyone else's Star Wars, because a lot of people like it. Like, I know no one's gonna want to hear this, but people love Jar Jar. Yeah. People love Jar Jar. Like, for every single person who's like, oh, I don't like him. Look, guess what? There was someone who loved him. Yeah. There was someone who loves the other trilogies that you don't like because it wasn't the first 3. And that's okay, but you don't have to sit there and tear it down, because in the end, you're tearing down Star Wars, and it's a very big thing. You don't have to love every part of it.
Yeah.
I don't love every part of it.
You don't have to gatekeep everything.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, let's just gatekeep it, and you have to like the parts that I like. It sounds very juvenile. It's very disappointing that as adults we still have to have this conversation of, if you don't like it the way I like it,
then you're not a real fan.
Yeah. If you've watched it one time and you never watched it again, and you enjoyed the movies and you want to identify as a Star Wars fan, guess what? You're a Star Wars fan. You don't have to memorize anything. If you can't remember the guy with the funny black helmet, you can't remember his name, but you thought he was cool, you're like, I was a fan of Star Wars. I liked that guy with the... Okay, guess what? Cool. You're a Star Wars fan. If you have them all memorized front to back, and you know all the lore and own every single piece of Star Wars memorabilia, you are also a Star Wars fan. Mm-hmm. But for people to try to like define it and tell other people what they are and aren't is ridiculous. If you guys watch the series, you didn't like it, that's okay. Give the next one a shot. You might love it. But yeah, it's disappointing that adults have to have this conversation. It just feels so
with other adults, no less.
Yeah, like, didn't you do this in grade school already? I don't know. It kind of sucks, but yeah, don't let people enjoy it the way they want to enjoy it. If you have like a real criticism, you have something to actually be like, hey, this is what I noticed, here's why. There's a tactful way to say it, and that's what we're really losing in fandoms, is a tactful way to say something that's not in complete agreement. Yeah. And it takes practice, but yeah, it's a lost art for sure. And I wish some people would come back with that, because instead of saying, here's why I didn't like her, but it's just like you said, that low-hanging fruit of, let me just attack her this way. Because I don't want to make a valid argument or put any, thought or intelligence or any real work behind this. So I'm just going to cut her down this way. But think about it. Why didn't you like her? Yeah. What was off-putting? What line didn't sit right with you? And instead, they'll just, let me just cut her down. Oh, I just didn't like her. Let me just attack the actress. And it's disappointing.
The overall plot hasn't been revealed yet, but I can talk about her being a black woman. I can say that now. People always go for the easy, like I said, the low hanging fruit. Let's see in the comment section. Let's see, Hugo Orozco. Didn't they leave it hanging, leading to make people believe there is going to be another season of Obi-Wan Kenobi? I mean, technically, yes. That other season is called A New Hope.
They could fill in some space. Like, there's no doubt. I don't know. Like, technically, I don't think that they formally announced. I mean, I could try to Google it real quick, but I don't think that was
the day in the life of Tatooine.
Yeah, right.
Obi-Wan becomes a barber.
We don't have enough of that. He's at the barbershop next door to the hair salon.
Yeah, exactly.
Where all the girls hang out.
Like a Star Wars version. We all gossip
about each other.
A Star
Wars. Get our
Wars
quality time with family in.
Exactly. It could be like a Star Wars version of Ice Cube's barbershop, and
such a good series, though.
That would be interesting. Let's see. Pezliz says, Misa loves Jar Jar. LOL.
Oh yes.
Hugo says, myself and my girls loved Jar Jar. That's the thing. There's like you were saying, if you're one of those fans that were like, I grew up on the original trilogy. Well, there's also a generation where they were first introduced to Star Wars by Episode 1, Episode 2, and Episode 3. Yeah. So I mean, it's supposed to be. That's the reason why. One of the reasons why those movies were made. Brought a whole new generation in, and then guess what, guys? They went back to Episode 4, 5, and 6. They stayed to watch Rebels. They're on board with the sequel trilogies and things like that. There's a current generation where the sequel trilogies is the first. Movies that were
interesting. Their Star Wars.
That's their Star Wars.
Guess what? People liked. Some people like the movies. I like the movies. I didn't like every single element of it. There are valid arguments about why, a lot of that, felt a little mismatched. Sure.
Yeah.
But did I still go watch it? Yeah. I paid money to see it. Did I think that it was a beautiful movie and the soundtrack was obviously perfection? Absolutely. So I'm not going to throw out the baby with the bathwater here and be like, I didn't like this one element, therefore. So
yeah, Rey shouldn't call herself a Skywalker. I'm sorry, guys. Do you guys not know the history of that galaxy? I'm not gonna go around telling people I'm a Palpatine. I'm not.
Right? Yeah.
I would rather be Rey Jar Jar before I tell any. Do you not know what happened to Princess Leia when they found out that her biological father was Darth Vader? It ruined her political career. So I'm like, come on.
Right?
No, what is
the whole
know
point
your
was
facts.
You get to choose who. Yeah, you get to choose who you want to be. Like you tell us what your identity is, not other people tells you this is your identity. You have to be this. This is the rule. It's about this is how I identify, and I'm the person telling you who I am.
Yeah.
And that's the power that you have, and that's why everyone who is like, oh, she has to do it this way and that way. It's like, okay. Is your name Rey? No? All right, shut up.
Exactly.
You don't get to tell us.
Vader said it himself when he was talking to Obi-Wan was wise to keep you hidden from me because I'm sure that if people found out, it would ruin your political career.
You wouldn't have made it on the soccer team.
Exactly.
You been invited to any bake sales.
God. Parents-teacher conferences would have been so awkward.
Really awkward. So awkward.
Exactly.
You're acting just like your father.
Was wise to keep you hidden from me. I'm not going to try to explain that at the PTO.
Yeah. Right? It's hard enough showing up to those. No.
Didn't your father blow up my planet?
Is that my cell phone buzzing? I gotta go. It'll ruin a lot. There's a lot of bad attached to that name, and if you want to, turn down that name, I mean, I don't know. No one bats an eye, if Rey wants to go off and get married and take someone else's family name. But the fact that she's like, hey, I would like to not have this family name, and I would like to identify as this, and everyone's just all, whoa.
It's so woke. The word woke gets thrown around again. Yeah. Gets on my nerves. Yeah, it gets on my nerves.
I'm sorry that someone was considerate of someone else's feelings, and you just want to cut it down as woke. Like, okay, maybe that's the cheap shot there, right? Like, don't call everything that you don't understand woke.
Yeah, woke has now become the go-to word where it's like, oh, you just couldn't think of nothing clever to say. Just
kinda. It's a lazy insult for sure. But yeah, usually it's like. Yeah, I'm sorry. Did I consider someone else's position? Oh, my bad. Yeah. It's not the worst thing I've been called today.
Wow.
I'll take it.
You're trying to make me empathize again? Oh, that's so woke. Like, but before I let you go, there's something I noticed. You notice how our dual screen right here, you notice, like, look, the light side of the Force? Look at that.
I didn't even notice the blue.
Look at that.
I'll say, do you know what? This is my new. I'm so proud of this thing, and I'm so glad it was sitting over my shoulder the whole time. There's a little SWTOR statue for all my SWTOR friends out there. A little. I mean, it is a decoration in the game, like a little stronghold decoration. I love that he's been sitting over my shoulder, watching over me
watching the whole time. I was about to say, watching you the whole time.
I love it. Look how regal he is. He's so beautiful. I love that. It is dark side, light side. We got to keep it that way. I have to remember this next time.
That would be maybe we should come up with a new channel like that. Dark side, light side.
You gotta get a robe. I'll 3D print you a lightsaber. We'll get you a robe, and you keep the blue lights. I'll keep the red lights, and we can have debates.
That would be funny. Maybe be a funny thing to like we talk about office politics from within the Star Wars universe.
The water cooler, Star Wars style.
Yeah, it'd be like these moisture farmers are not being represented. And they need they need to unionize or something like that. Yeah. We should go deep into it, like really get sweaty in this nerdom. But one of the last comments that came in said, Hugo, no, there is still a big gap between the last episode and A New Hope. Yeah, but isn't that what Endor is for? Endor's series might be for? A little bit. No, that's.
Yeah.
That's Rogue. Well, Rogue One leads right into A New Hope, right? Yeah.
I'm sure there's going to be crossover with those characters.
Ahsoka.
That is that time frame. You're right. That is the time frame. It just might not be like, I don't know, for to go for like an Obi-Wan series 2 when there's so many other stories waiting to be told. Yeah. I just can't imagine.
I don't want to keep shrinking the universe.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's still so much.
There's a whole galaxy out there, guys. I'm currently listening on Audible, Lords of the Sith again. I'm listening to that again. I read the book. Nice. I've listened to the Audible, and I'm listening to it again, and listening to that Audible while rewatching Obi-Wan was pretty cool. Like Vader's a badass, man.
Agreed.
I think that I don't know. You're right. I think there's not going to be a Obi-Wan 2. I think Aaron F. Geared is right. Maybe season 2 would be about Reva's hairdresser. Kenobi, Reva's hairdresser.
Well, whoever she is, she did phenomenal.
She did a great job.
She's such a good-looking character.
I'm on your side. I'm thinking maybe Reva did it herself. Probably used the Force and just.
Right? Like, I don't know. I imagine just like as a youngling, right? Like, what are all the things that you could get in trouble with, like using the Force? It's like that's one thing that you could like. That's like, you're not going to get in trouble for doing that. Yeah. Self-care.
Jedis do not do their own hair as a Jedi, but Siths are like.
I do my own hair when you new style every day. You got to look right. If you're gonna go dark side, you got to look right.
Like that'd be a funny. What's that? What's it like? Paul, not Paul Abdul. What am I? RuPaul version of Star Wars. You better work, Reeve.
You better work.
Well, guys, that's our recap, our breakdown, and our we went back to the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, and I had a good time talking with you about it. I love having you on the show. This is the second time you've been here, and like I said, anytime that you're available, I would love to have you as a guest host on the show and just talk about whatever. But especially Star Wars, because guys, if you want to know a lot about a little and a little about a lot of things about the whole world of the galaxy of Star Wars, the Sith Lord Britt is the person I recommend. That's the person I'm gonna go to for Predator or Star Wars. You're the go-to person.
Yeah.
So if
Absolutely.
you want to,
if you guys haven't watched Prey yet, obviously watch a couple more T3 Media videos and then go immediately watch Prey.
Oh yeah.
And then come back and watch Chris's breakdown of Prey.
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do a breakdown of Prey. Whatever. Let's do some breakdowns, or maybe this light side, dark side kind of a show. Maybe let's talk about that. Maybe we come up with an idea. That'd be pretty cool.
Good.
But
thanks for having me again. I appreciate it. This is always fun.
No problem, guy. And I'm glad that this time I figured out what I did wrong with the microphone. It was a whole filter thing. I apologize for it. Don't watch that first video because it's gonna frustrate you guys. You could barely hear what Britt was saying because I did something stupid with the channel. I humble myself before
We'll fix it in Discord.
Yeah.
We'll fix it in Discord.
Forgive
us.
Are you sponsored?
No, believe it or not, I'm not. It's just look, I'm trying to help you.
It's that's
It's really useful. It's a really useful tool. I push it on everyone because it's so much more simple. It really is.
That's always my go-to line, like that person at Walmart that doesn't know what the thing that you're asking for is. I forgot what it was. The King of the Hill, where he was at Megalomart and he was asking for something. The guy didn't know where it was, and he was getting frustrated. And then the worker was like, "Sir, I'm just trying to help you." Like, dude, you're not helping. So I love it when people say that. I'm just trying to help you. Like, no, I believe you. I think I'll check it out. Discord. I don't use it.
Yeah.
I've never had.
Hashtag not sponsored. Not a
Sure.
sponsor. What do they call it? Partners. Yeah, they have partners. I think as well. Is what I hear. I'm not one. I just use the free
Sith
version.
Lord is brought to
tool.
you by Twitch and Discord.
But not. We got to clip that part out.
You should. No, she's not. She's not. But if you guys should be sponsoring, you're like all the sponsors out there that fit your brand. Sponsor this lady because she knows what the hell she's doing. But no, we're not. No, not for free. No, we're not going to work for free. You gotta sponsor us officially, but sponsor her.
I have really cool ships I need to pay for. I have a lightsaber collection I'm trying to expand on. So
3D printer companies, you guys all should be sponsoring the Sith Lord here. But if people want to find you online, where can people go out and find you?
You guys can find me twitch.com or twitch.tv rather / Sith Lord _Britt. You can also find me on all other social medias, Twitter, TikTok. On TikTok, you can also follow Chris on TikTok now, and very soon on YouTube as well. Same spelling everywhere you see it. Tuesdays and Thursdays on Twitch.
Oh yeah. People were surprised. I saw in the comment section somebody was like, "Wait, Britt, it's on YouTube?" Like, oh yeah, there it is. It's about to be. That's cool. So yeah, but you do have a YouTube channel, don't you? You just haven't done really much.
I haven't even posted to it yet. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I have raw footage. I gotta start chopping it up and making real videos out of it.
All right. Well, let's go behind the scenes and let's talk about this possible dark side, light side little segment. Maybe we could feature every now and then. I don't know. Maybe if you have time.
Awesome.
If you have time. But guys, that'll do it. That's the show, guys. I appreciate you. Thank you again, Britt, for joining me today, and I appreciate you guys in the comment section for keeping us on our toes and keeping it very entertaining. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns in the future, as always, send me your thoughts. Send me your theories, anything that you have to speculate on. If you just want to talk about my punchable face, just go ahead and punch me right in the nose. I don't mind. I get it all the time. But until next time, guys, have a good one. Be excellent to everyone out there and be good to each other. Always take care of yourself and your mental health because it's very important, as I always say, guys. Until next time, peace.